Leslie Ann is in court to claim £5,000 for the value of a water filter, which was damaged whilst on loan to a friend, as well as the cost to replace it. Defendant Sharon says the damage was accidental and therefore she owes nothing.
Do I have Leslie Ann here?
You do, Judge.
Thank you very much, madam. It's also Sharon as well,
Judge.
is it? Now, I have to tell you, this is an interesting case to me because it's one of the few moments that I learned something absolutely new, and I've certainly learned a lot in this case. Now, all I need the two of you to do is to be honest, try not to interrupt each other, and tell me what took place. Understood, Sharon?
Yes, Judge.
The reality is this, Sharon. In response to Leslie Ann's claim against you for damaging a piece of very expensive equipment, you don't say that you didn't damage it. What you effectively say was it's not your fault, correct?
Yes, Judge.
Understood. And in law, that's a rather difficult thing to unpack, bearing in mind what you say. Before we get to what bit of equipment it is, I need to ask you, Sharon, as I understand it, the two of you met around 4 or so years ago, correct? 3 years ago?
Yes, Judge.
And you had a particular interest because you're business people, correct, Leslie Ann?
Yes, Judge.
Point is this, you had a new business in mind, and as I say, this was a complete surprise to me. It's a business which is a filter for water, correct?
Something like that, Judge, yes.
Just let's have a look at the machine, and you can give me a sense of what... Don't look at a photo, you've got it with you.
Yes, Judge.
I had no idea. But don't plug it in if you don't mind. It looks like sort of one of the junkyards in Star Wars. Now, but it does have an effect, according to what you say, which happily, thank goodness, I don't have to rule upon. What I do need to get a sense of is how it works. What you do is you plug it into an ordinary tap at home where you'd get your drinking water from.
Yes.
Now, here's the thing. They're very expensive machines, correct?
Yes.
How much do they cost to buy?
The one that was ruined was £3,500.
Just help me with why you would spend £3,500 on a machine. What exactly do you do and how would you make your money?
First thing is it's better, it's faster, and it's the flagship. And I wanted to enter into the business. Not everybody who buys a machine wants to enter into the business.
Understood. Can I just ask you to put that down for a second?
Sure.
It's a bit distracting. I think it's going to talk to me in a minute. How many of these machines have you persuaded other people to buy?
At the moment, Judge, none, because I stopped and started because of the machine being ruined, and then with the machine have to have a
How long did you
delivery.
have it for?
It was delivered to me in November, and I
Yes.
wanted to use it and not promote it all over the Christmas period.
Why? Why people don't need to be healthy over Christmas?
People were busy over Christmas, and so was I on other projects. So I started to promote the machine in January, when everybody's fresh and really up for joining the gym and being healthy.
Understood. If we have a look at this photo, what you'll see, that little nozzle, right, very easy, right? All you do is you put that white plug into the tap, it goes through the machine that does its chemical widgery pokery, and out comes the water that you require, correct?
Certainly, Judge.
Now, are there instructions with it?
Yes, Judge.
And specifically and precisely, do those instructions say you may only put cold water through it?
Yes, Judge.
Is that on the face of the machine itself or attached to specific instructions?
It's attached to a laminated sheet giving you specific instructions.
Understood. Thank you very, very much. It gets to February and you're going to have a rather marvellous trip abroad.
Yes,
Thailand,
Judge.
is it?
Yes, Judge.
Up to you. How splendid. And that's presumably earned as part of your other businesses. This was on the side, correct?
Yes.
And excitement of excitement. Some people, madam, are given cats to look after while they're away. Sometimes dogs. On the odd occasion, it might be a plant. You, Sharon, were given sole and exclusive care and custody of a water machine.
I was.
Is that about right?
Yes, Judge.
Now, here's the thing. You were prepared to loan Sharon the water machine because, as far as I could gather, you were rather interested yourself in perhaps buying one and doing this business yourself.
Yes, Judge, I wanted to work and obviously try and earn some money myself by selling the machines.
Now, as of February, you got back from your holiday, correct? And you picked up the water machine.
Certainly, Judge.
And when you picked up the water machine, you realised that it was broken.
When I plugged it in back home, I realised it was
Well,
broken.
how did you realise that?
Because when I switched it on and tried to run ordinary cold water through it, it made horrible gurgling sounds.
What sort of gurgling sound? You need to, because I can't turn it on, I need you to give me some indication of the sound it made.
Oh,
Well, madam, that just sounds like an Italian person making an aggressive phone call. For more Judge Rinder cases, click here. And if you've got a legal issue yourself, get in touch with us by clicking over here.